Today we are going to really focus in on thesis writing and what makes a thesis different than a topic sentence and really why they're so important. So, just to review, we have talked before about paragraph writing using this RACES format. So, restate, answer, cite, explain, sum it all up. That was the format we talked about with paragraph writing. Our topic sentence comes from the R and the A. The evidence comes from our citing, explanation, concluding sentence, all that good stuff. Now we're moving on into essays. That's our next step. And our introductory paragraph, so that's what we talked about Friday and then again Monday. That's our that's our R and our A. Again, that's our restate and our answer. Our body paragraphs are going to be all of this, right? It's just a paragraph within our essay. So all three of our body paragraphs are going to be all of it. And then finally, the concluding paragraph is going to sum it all up and pull it together in a pretty little bow. Easy pie, right? Not really. So we're going to sort of eliminate the paragraph. We're just taking it away, moving everything over to smidge. And today we're just going to focus on this thesis. And so what I like to say is a thesis is a topic sentence on steroids. So a thesis, all a thesis is going to do is it's going to tell your reader, all right, hey, here's my main point, which let me add this. Now, we're not going to say quite literally, hey, here's my main point, but we will say main point, topic, which our topic is what would be our topic sentence. So just to be clear, this is what our topic sentence would have been if we were writing a paragraph. So topic plus our main points. That is our thesis equals thesis. And you know, Miss Withers, I like to color code things. So I'm going to do, let's do purple, and then we'll do, I'm not even sure what color, magenta. We'll do that. All right, so topic plus our main points equals our thesis. That's what we're doing here. And I know that's a very abstract sort of idea, but we're going to practice it. Okay, so a thesis is a topic sentence on steroids, and then I give you sort of a step-by-step idea of how to create one. So step one, you got to identify the question being asked. So if you have a writing prompt, which in English 1, we are always going to have some sort of writing prompt, you need to identify what is the question being asked. Then step 2 is we're going to turn that question into a statement or a topic sentence. And we practiced that when we did topic sentence writing. So we're going to practice that again today. Step 3 is to add a connecting word such as by or through, and you'll see what I mean. And then 4 is to add those 3 main points we were just talking about. So these 3 main points. And that's really as simple as it is, y'all. We are just identifying that question, turning it into a topic sentence, adding the connecting words, and then saying, here's my 3 points. I promise you can do this. All right, so remember we did this silly little activity where I had you drag the words to make it into a topic sentence? All right. What is the theme of morning talk? The theme of morning talk is, and then we have to tell, so what is the theme? It's been so long since we even read that one. I think it was like, gosh, what was the theme of that poem? Is this thing, we don't got time to wait for Miss Wither to try to think, right? And this is kind of a weird one to turn into a thesis, right? Well, we're just using this silly question. It was not designed for a whole essay. You couldn't really write an essay about what is the theme of a text. But in order to make this into a thesis, we could say the theme of morning talk is this thing or this reason because, which I do not recommend using because. This is a bad example. We're going to have some better ones, so don't think this is like what we're going to do. Because of X, Y, and Z, right? Those are our 3 points. And we're going to have a better example. The theme of morning talk is this thing because of X, Y, and Z. And then X, Y, and Z would be our body paragraphs. I know that was terrible. Let's find a better question that will make it a better essay, because not every question, y'all, will merit an entire essay. It's just not always possible. So like this slide right here, this would never be an essay. That is a paragraph. You could write a really strong paragraph about the theme of that poem, but we don't really have enough to write an essay about that. So we're just going to pretend like that example, whatever. All right, so what does the use of hyperbole with a little help from my friends, create? All right, so remember, we're just going to move it around. The use of hyperbole, I think this is going to be a good one. Hyperbole with a little help from my friends, creates, gotta make that, creates humor is what it creates. And then we need by, right, our connecting word. And so all of these words, if you wanted to go that far, which, here, I know how to do this quickly. Creates humor. We're going to change the text or the border color. Yeah, we'll do that. Make that purple, because remember, we color coded. Humor by, that's our connecting word, X, Y, and Z. And as you look at this, as we create this thesis, obviously you'd have real topics there, but that's the structure. That's the sentence we are writing. Okay. Why was it significant that both the robin and the human are indigenous in the poem Morning Talk? Yet again, we're just going to switch it around. Now, I want to actually make an example here because I feel like I'd like to give you a better, like really strong example. And none of these are real. These are all paragraph prompts. They're not really... These are all paragraph prompts. They're not really essay prompts. So let's see. Just trying to change the background. There we go. Okay. So our question is going to be, during the civil rights movement, how did words create social change? Does this sound familiar? This is our essential question, right? This is the question we're asking with this unit. Crazy me. I wonder if it's possible to write an essay based off of this question. It is. All right, so during the civil rights movement, how did words create social change? Now, y'all know how to do this. We are taking away these question words. Words created social change by, right? This is very simple. Words created social change. That would be our topic. By 1, promoting activism, encouraging civil disobedience, and, oops, sorry, y'all. And 3, we could say, sorry, you know me and my color coding. And, oh, that's not right, but it's fine. NBD. And clarifying social issues. That's really bad. But you can see how, especially those first two, the promoting activism and encouraging social disobedience, those are really strong statements that words helped achieve. And then our part of our essay is going to go in and it's going to say, all right, words created social change. That's our topic. In body paragraph 1, we'll talk about promoting activism. In body paragraph 2, we're going to talk about encouraging civil disobedience. Now, this is how apparently I can't spell that word because I keep spelling it wrong. All right, so as we are creating these theses, it's a hard word to say. We need to be remembering that this is what our body paragraphs are going to be about, and also that it's not that complicated. All we are asking you to do is look at what you got, right? Look at your question, find that question, turn it into a statement or topic sentence, add a connecting word, and then give your 3 main points. I promise it's not as scary as it sounds. A thesis is very important, and they get more complex the more you become a more advanced writer. But right now, in English 1, when we are learning to be better writers, we're going to use the most simple thesis, and that's this method right here. So identify the question, turn it into a statement, add a connecting word like by or through, and then add your 3 points. It is just as simple as topic plus main points. All right. So if you are worried about the thesis of your paper, I need you to not be, because while the thesis is important, you're going to be okay. It's not one of those things that I feel like you're really going to struggle with. You might feel kind of uncomfortable with it at first because it's kind of new, but y'all will be okay. All right, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Adios.